In the shadows, how Anonymous hacked a scam group's IP address. Anonymous, a name that sends shivers down the spines of cybercriminals worldwide. This decentralized international collective of hacktivists emerged in the early 2000s and has since become known for their high-profile cyber attacks against governments, corporations, and various groups they deem corrupt or unjust. Operating under the iconic Guy Fawkes mask, Anonymous has no clear leadership structure, instead functioning as a loose network of digital activists united by shared ideals of justice and transparency in the digital age. There's a group of scammers operating out of an undisclosed location in India. They've been posing as Geek Squad representatives, tricking innocent people into giving them remote access to their computers. Today, Anonymous has decided to take matters into their own hands. I'm going to hack one of their computers, find their IP address, and then tell them exactly where they're hiding, the Anonymous operative declares as they begin the operation. For those unfamiliar with hacking techniques, an IP address serves as a digital gateway. In the real world, it can reveal quite a bit about its user, allowing skilled hackers to potentially find someone's general location. While not precise enough to pinpoint an exact address, it's enough to narrow down to a neighborhood. That's exactly what Anonymous plans to use against these scammers to scare them into shutting down their operation. The beauty of this operation, it's happening live with thousands of people watching. Even more ironic, the scammers themselves are among the viewers, completely unaware they're about to be exposed. It all begins with a simple phone call. The Anonymous operative dials the scammer's number, pretending to be a potential victim. "This is Scott Wilson, your dedicated assistant. How may I help you?" answers one of the scammers. "I'd like to cancel this, please," replies our operative, referring to a fake Geek Squad subscription. The scammers immediately become suspicious. "What's your YouTube channel name?" they ask, sensing something might be off. Undeterred, our operative calls back, this time with a different story about PayPal and Bitcoin transactions. This throws them off just enough to continue the conversation with a different scammer. "As I can see in my system, you have received an invoice regarding a PayPal transaction," says the new scammer, falling right into the trap. The critical component of any scam like this involves getting remote access software installed on the victim's computer. But Anonymous has turned the tables using this same method to reverse the connection, hack into the scammer's systems, and gather crucial information about their operation. "Do I have to check my account? What exactly do I have to do?" asks the operative, keeping the scammers engaged while the hack progresses in the background. "Ladies and gentlemen, I can't show you the screen right now, but we've got them. The scammer has been hacked right under his nose, and it's beautiful," announces the Anonymous operative to the live audience. "We are now looking up their location, their exact location, pinpoint location, and we are watching them watch us. They should be afraid, honestly." While continuing to bait the scammers, our operative needs to waste their time to gather more information. The scammers believe they're in control, guiding their victim through a fake refund process. They even bring in additional team members, including a senior refund officer named Smith Wigglesworth. "I'm so sorry for my colleague's behavior. I will try to give my best service to you," says Smith, unaware that Anonymous has already downloaded files containing all their names and is watching their every move as they attempt to steal money through Zelle transfers. As the scammers become increasingly suspicious, they ask the operative what they see on their screen. "Welcome to the World Bank refund server," replies our operative, still playing along. But the game is about to end. The Anonymous operative begins to read out numbers that sound like a transaction ID, but are actually the scammer's IP address, 49.371. The scammers immediately realize something is wrong. "Shut down your live YouTube channel right now and tell me the name of your YouTube channel," demands one scammer desperately. That's when Anonymous drops the bomb. "The name of my YouTube channel? It's Block 5, Lobby 2 in West Bengal, India. It's South Winds. Manikur Chatri, Rajur. Seriously, though. Can I speak to Saqib, please? I want to talk to Saqib." "And also, your IP address is 49.371. That's your IP address in West Bengal, India." The revelation stuns the scammers into silence. Anonymous has not only discovered their IP address, but has used it to locate the exact building they're operating from on the Eastern Metropolitan Bypass in West Bengal. Look at them panicking. Our operative comments as the scammers frantically try to change their IP address. Shut down for the day," they yell to each other before disconnecting. This is the power of Anonymous exposing cybercriminals in real time, right in front of thousands of witnesses, turning the tables on those who prey on innocent people. Every time Anonymous identifies a scam operation like this, they hand the information to authorities immediately. They also share it with the public, creating awareness and making it harder for these scammers to operate. Don't sit idle if you witness cybercrime. Report it. Share information about scams with friends and family. Be vigilant online. And remember, when criminals think they're anonymous, there's always someone watching, someone ready to unmask them and bring them to justice. Because we are all potential victims, but together we can become anonymous, the guardians of digital justice. Expect us! Next, Anonymous warns of fake captchas spreading online and shows detection tips. When you think of the internet, one thing that's become a fixture in our daily online lives is the CAPTCHA. You know, those annoying little boxes that appear whenever you try to access a website, asking you to select all the crosswalks or identify the traffic signs. We've all grumbled about them, but we've learned to live with them. They've become part of the digital landscape, necessary to keep bots at bay and protect our personal information. But what if I told you that some of these CAPTCHAs aren't even real? What if the very thing that was supposed to protect you is now being used against you? That's right, fake CAPTCHAs are on the rise, and they're more dangerous than you think. Before we dive into the dark side of this, let's rewind a little and understand why CAPTCHAs exist in the first place. It all started back in the late 1990s. Hackers had discovered ways to automate spamming, account creation, and generally wreaking havoc on the internet. They used bots to flood websites with fake traffic, overwhelm servers, and crash systems. Back then, the internet was the Wild West, full of opportunities, but also rife with chaos. That's when Louis von Ahn, a brilliant mind behind Duolingo, came up with the idea of CAPTCHA, which stands for Completely Automated Public Turing Test to tell computers and humans apart. The idea was simple. Create a test that humans could pass with ease, but that would stump bots. It was revolutionary, simple yet effective. For a while, it worked wonders, keeping bots at bay and letting us go about our online activities without much trouble. But as technology advanced, bots got smarter. They began bypassing the traditional CAPTCHAs, and that's when the tests became more complex. We went from distorted text to image-based CAPTCHAs, where we had to pick out buses, street signs, and more. At this point, solving a CAPTCHA sometimes felt like a part-time job, but we did it because we trusted it to protect us. Enter the hackers. Seeing how much trust people placed in CAPTCHAs, they realized they could exploit this. And now, fake CAPTCHAs are everywhere. Picture this. You're visiting a website, and all of a sudden a CAPTCHA pops up. It looks normal at first, but then it starts asking you for things you've never seen before, commands to type in on your keyboard, or strange tasks that don't seem to fit the usual CAPTCHA style. You think, well, it's just another CAPTCHA, no big deal, and go ahead and complete it. But little do you know, you're making a fatal mistake. What happens next can be catastrophic. Instead of just confirming you're human, you may have just invited malware into your device. Or worse, the fake CAPTCHA may direct you to a login page that looks exactly like your bank or Google's login page. You type in your credentials, thinking it's a normal login process, and bam! Your accounts are compromised, and hackers now have access to everything. It's a nightmare scenario that is playing out right now across the internet. So, how do you spot a fake CAPTCHA before it's too late? Anonymous, the infamous hacker group known for exposing shady activities online, has shared some tips to help us stay safe. Number 1, random appearances. If a CAPTCHA pops up unexpectedly and you're not signing up for something or logging in, that's a red flag. A legitimate CAPTCHA should never just appear for no reason. Be suspicious. Number 2, check the URL. If the website looks sketchy or unfamiliar, do not engage with the CAPTCHA. Fake CAPTCHAs often appear on untrustworthy sites designed to trap you. Number 3, personal information requests. Real CAPTCHAs never ask for your login credentials, passwords, or any personal data. If you're asked to enter sensitive information, close the window immediately and leave the site. Number 4, unusual downloads. If you notice anything downloading after completing a CAPTCHA, don't hesitate, close the tab, and run a security scan on your device. This could be the first sign of malware infiltration. The scariest part of all, people rarely question CAPTCHAs anymore. They've become so ingrained in our online experience that we fill them out without thinking. And that's exactly what the hackers are counting on. It's not just the tech-savvy folks who are falling for these scams. It's everyday people too, your friends, your family, your grandma. So what can you do? Be vigilant. Before clicking on any CAPTCHA, think twice. Always check the source. Protect yourself, protect your family, and make sure to share this information. The more people who know how to spot fake CAPTCHAs, the safer we'll all be. The digital world is full of dangers, But by staying alert, we can avoid falling victim to these scams. Anonymous has given us the tools to stay one step ahead. Don't let them become the next victim. Stay safe out there! Remember, it's not just about protecting your device. It's about protecting your entire digital life. Keep sharing this warning, and let's make the internet a safer place for everyone.